Welcome back, Shade Squad, to another video. Let's talk about Mara stock. But first, don't forget to hit that like button in the next 5 seconds.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me?
Alright, so I'm going to ask you a question before we even get into the video. I'm going to ask you something very, very easy. The stock on the yearly time frame, what is it doing? This is the yearly time frame. What do you see? What I see here on the yearly time frame is a stock that was trending to the downside and now it's going sideways within the range. But it failed to go back down to the bottom of the range and instead found support at $10. And right now it's sitting in the middle of 10 and 20, 10 being the low, 20 being the high. It's sitting right at, consolidating right at 15 and 16. So what do you think is going to happen based off of that? In my opinion, I think we're going to get a reversal. That's what I believe. I believe this is going to break out above the top of the range and go higher. In order to do that, it has to go above 20, which is where we got pushed down. As soon as we got into the 20s, we got pushed down. We're right back in the mid 15s, mid 16s. We're kind of just fluctuating around there. What do you think is going to happen in the future? My prediction personally is on the yearly time frame, we eventually go back to 30 plus and we get a big breakout. Let's go to the quarterly time frame and you can see very clearly, nice little wedge broke out above it, and so far we're still, again, this is a quarterly time frame, so anything can happen in 3 months. So let's see what happens. But if this breakout is successful to the upside on the quarterly time frame, we would expect upside. We would expect continuation and a retest of 30-35 based on the quarterly. Monthly time frame, look at that monthly time frame. What do you see on that monthly time frame? You probably see the exact same thing I do, which is on the monthly time frame we bottomed out at $10, and for 5 months now we've been green, which I know sounds crazy, right? I know that sounds kind of like, wait, that's insane. 5 months of green? I know. Despite the fact that sellers showed up in August, we're still green for 5 months in a row, and we're consolidating. Sellers are just not able to push this down lower. And remember, on the yearly time frame, we're in a range when you look at the big picture. So in my opinion, I think it's inevitable that we go to 20, then 25, then 30, then let's see if we get that big breakout about 35 and go to 50. Because this stock has gone as high as 80 way back then. You can see here on the weekly time frame, surprise, surprise, what are we doing, guys? We are consolidating and going sideways at the purple line. The last time this happened, what happened? You can see clearly, consolidated, huge pump to 20. Consolidating again, either we're gonna break down and go back to 10, or we're gonna rocket back to 20. Either way, on the yearly time frame, if you recall, we're in a trading range, so if it does come back to 10, it's nothing more than a dip buying opportunity. Imagine seeing it go down to 10 here and not buying, and then it runs to 20, you're probably kicking yourself because it's like, oh, I missed out on 100%. So if it does come down, you don't get scared, you get excited. Again, we're consolidating here. This always happens. Consolidates at the purple line, runs huge, consolidates here, runs. Here it didn't really consolidate much, but still, big pump. So I think regardless of whether it goes up or down, over the long term, we're going to see that appreciation to 20 plus. It just takes time. I know you want to make lots of money fast, you want to get rich quick, but ultimately, you look at the patterns that I just showed you, working our way down from yearly to quarterly to monthly to weekly, and now down to the daily. It's the exact same story. We consolidate for a while, we explode. Either up or down, and when it does explode to the downside, it's nothing more than a dip buying opportunity. Again, imagine being scared at $5, at $3, at $10, and then it rallies to 30. You kick yourself because you're like, oh, if I hadn't been such a, Meow Meow, I would have scored big. I would have doubled my money, or maybe 50% depending on when you sell. So I don't think there's anything to be concerned about here with Mara. I think it's a buy. It's gonna stay a buy. Stop trying to time bottoms. Stop trying to time tops. I'm telling you right now, hold for 20, 25, and 30. It's up to you if you want to sell at those levels or hold for more. That comes down to you. But those are the levels. And that's where I'll be looking to take profit. It's okay to take some off the table and then hold, for more. That too. Pay yourself. Why not? Also, keep in mind that Mara stock is pivoting into AI infrastructure as well. So I think that's something that's not being taken into account right now, especially because they're just building out that side of the business. But once it gets going, we should see, in my opinion, not only revenues continue to skyrocket, but see an increase in share price. So for the next 5 years, I could see this go to 30 plus easily. That's like that would be like the bear case. Bear case in the next 5 years, it just goes to $30. Bull case, we see it at 80. Neutral case, around 50. This is the AI revolution. These companies, these Bitcoin miners are pivoting into AI because that's where the money's going to be at, and they already have some of the infrastructure. So for them, it's so easy to pivot. I think you just got to give these companies time to build everything out, right? All the construction is not going to happen overnight, so you got to be patient with these. That's it. That's all I got to say with regards to Mara. It's a buy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't click off just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this year's bonus play with Netflix stock. If you want to learn more about this play, check out the video in the description below. There will be a link, and you can see the potential for 25 to 50% on this bonus play. So Netflix stock, just a real quick rundown. Trends on the yearly for the past 13 years. It's only had 2 red years and 11 green years. Let that sink in. Again, check it out. Great bonus play. Now let's move on to the next part of the video. That's it for this episode of the Stock Market Show. Patreon.com/ShadesandTrades if you want to join the private Discord for trade alerts. As you can see here, Shane, cool, thanks, man. I made over 50%. I'm really excited. I really appreciate your work. I did take profit. I love this. Jeff, advice on when to buy and sell makes the difference of thousands of dollars. $50 a month is well worth it. Virgilus, Shades Hostings, sitting on 1,600 shares of Sound, up 21%. Shall I keep holding? So again, patreon.com/ShadesandTrades for trade alerts. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.